Hi, my name is Laurie Atwater, and I am the Executive Manager of Team Gold. I'm here to show the team and anyone else that wants to learn how to apply L'BRI Pure and Naturals makeup, giving your face that wonderful lift and enhancing natural beauty. Now, I wanted to show you a little bit about what I do at a show so that this is a really good learning tool for my team. So, L'BRI Pure and Natural makeup. So why is it different? So one of the things that I like to feature at my shows is I talk about the difference between skincare function and makeup function. Now, skincare function, the products need to absorb and heal into the tissue and work in there. And so you want a good product that's going to absorb, which our skincare does. It's wonderful with that aloe being a deep carrier deep into the skin. Now with makeup, it's different. You want it to sit on the surface of your skin, but very nicely without any waxes or oils or things that will plug the pores. So L'BRI Pure Naturals makeup is different than what you find out there because it doesn't have those icky oils or waxes to plug up your pores, but it also is infused with aloe. So if something's going to sit on your skin all day long, let the aloe sit there. It's healing and wonderful for your skin. So, you know, there is no such thing as 100% natural makeup, okay, that unless we're crushing up berries and smearing them on. So what's important to remember is how natural and scent-free and how safe it is to use on your skin is what we're looking for. And with L'BRI, you've got it. So with that, I want to show you a few things that I have for setup at my show, my makeup shows, so that you know and you could be prepared as well. So I always have a mirror. We have our handy dandy L'BRI mirror. That's a good tool to have. I have plenty of these wedges. I get them at Ulta, or we can order them in our business center. But it's important that you have a lot of wedges so people can try the powders, the blushes, and the foundations using the wedges. I have these alcohol prep pads and they're wipes, and that's what I clean off a lot of the products with so that we don't have any spreading of any germs or bacteria. I also carry around one of these, and it's actually an embroidery floss container, and I fill it up with all the different tools, spatulas and the Q-tips and the lip brushes and the mascara, and I even keep a vitamin E stick in here because it's an easy thing to grab a spatula or a Q-tip, scrape off a little bit, and let somebody try the vitamin E stick. So this is a real handy tool. It keeps all my applicators clean. The other thing I like to have is this is our makeup or our lipstick case, and I spray painted it black and put a mirror inside. It's really just a shotgun shell case, but hey, it works great for the lipsticks. So this is fun. All right. The other thing I like to have on hand are these that we can get in our supplies. And this is a great sheet to have for all people trying makeup. I keep them in a plastic sheet protector because that keeps them nice, obviously. So this is a great tool to have to give to everybody so that they can write down the colors that they like. Now, when I'm making over somebody at a show, usually we have it pre-planned, so typically it's the hostess, but what I will do is ask somebody else to take the notes and write down the colors for us, and then what we focus on is half of a face, because you can see such a difference with half of a face. It's wonderful. And so that's what I like to do with the makeover, and I talk about some of the differences like I just explained, the different functions of skincare versus makeup. Talk a little bit about L'BRI and why it's so amazing with its aloe base and natural. It's just wonderful. And then we talk about makeup. So I'll go around the room, have everybody introduce themselves, and what I want to know is, what do you think your best feature is, and what would you like makeup to do for you? Everybody will have different opinions. You know, some people will want to camouflage age spots. Some people will want to hide acne. Some people will want to accentuate their eyes or their cheekbone or their lips. there's lots and lots of things that makeup can do, and it doesn't always have to be about glamour. Glamour is fun, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's just simply about enhancing your natural beauty. And so many times I do makeovers for women of all ages, and they get so excited and feel almost giddy after I'm done making them over because they feel so pretty, so special. And so that's what makeup is about to me anyway. So let me get going on our makeover today. And we'll walk through the steps that I take at a show, except for I am your model because I can't do a model and have you be able to see it. So I might get kind of close if I'm looking in the mirror to put on eyeliner. So bear with me, but it'll be fun. So I hope you have a notebook ready and notebook and a pen, and we'll get started. So we are going to start out with creating a nice foundation and palette to work from, and that comes from foundation and concealer and powder. And you know, when you can smooth out and even out the skin tone, it can actually take years off of a face, which is super exciting. People get excited to hear that. So what I do is I take out all the foundations. We have colors 1 through 5, and I will typically take the top 2 or 3 colors that I feel would match the best. Now here, let me give you a rundown of our colors, okay? Because we have colors 1 through 5. So even over the phone, if a customer is asking you, how do I color match the liquid foundation? By giving them a description of the colors, I think you might have some success in matching them up. Of course, it's better to have them live and actually try it on their skin, but here's what I say. So color number 1 is our lightest color, and it's the most ivory color. Number 2 is still light, but it's a little bit warmer tones. Number 3 is still kind of light medium there, and it has some rose tones to it. Now 4 and 5 get much darker. 4 still carrying some rose tones, and 5 carrying the olive and warm tones. A lot of people will know where they fall. And with our foundation, it's very blendable, so it matches a lot of skin tones. So here's what I do. At a show, I will tell everybody, you know, I want you guys to have fun with me too. And we're going to all have fun together. You're going to help make over the model today by helping me select colors for her. I want them to be engaged. I don't want them just to sit there and watch a show. I want them to learn things. I want them to participate. So the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to color match some foundation. Okay, so the best place to match foundation is right here on the jawline, not your hands, because your hands are too exposed to the weather, and they're different color. Okay, so that's a number 1. I'm having everybody look. Here's a number 2. And then we'll put on the number 3. I don't know how good the video is going to be here to show you guys, but you can get the gist of what I'm doing, and that will help you at your show. So I'll try to come in here a little bit. So 1, 2, or 3, which one would you guys pick? And I might even have the model get up and show everybody, and they'll pick. And see, that's nice for you because you don't have to be the perfect expert in the makeup application. You just have to apply it. All right. So I hope you picked number 2 for me because that's what color I am right now. And if you did, bonus prize, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this off of my model. And I always like to keep my freshener handy because it's a nice way to just mist on the washcloth, wipe it off of her so we have all of that fresh and clean. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the makeup wedge and I'm going to take a couple squirts of the foundation, not a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it to her face. And I do it blotting. And we're only going to do half, remember, because it will just work out better. Now me, as a model, I'm pretty brave coming to you as a fearless leader here with no makeup on. But that's the only way we can do it. So I am willing to do it so you guys can learn. But as you can see, I had some imperfections and blemishes that I really want to cover up. And our foundation will do just that. So applying it, I will ask my model, how does this sit on your skin? How does this feel? And you know what? She always says, oh, it's so light, I don't even know it's there. Well, great. Let her tell everybody how it feels, because most people don't want to have a heavy, gunky feeling foundation. This is light, and it gives you a wonderful coverage, as you can see. Okay. So next up, what we're going to do is we are going to apply a concealer. Okay. So anybody want to ever look like you had 8 hours of sleep, whether you did or not? Well, a concealer is the perfect thing to create that white and brightness under your eyes so you look fresh and awake. Very, very important. Now, our concealers have aloe in them, so it's very hydrating and moist, so they won't look dry, but it's also good for your skin sitting there. But it's also going to highlight and lighten up all the valleys on your face. So that's really what you want to do, is lighten the valleys and highlight the peaks. So think about your face and all the valleys that you might have. You know, some people have them here, here. Wherever the valleys might be is a good place to lighten. So what I like to do is you can either take a Q-tip or one of these lip wand brushes, but either one works good, but this one fits in there nice and you get a lot on there if you need it. Then you're only dipping in once, because you never want to double dip anything into your products. You want to keep it bacteria free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the concealer under my eye so that you can see how it will whiten and brighten this eye. It'll look more awake and alive than this eye. Okay, and the thing is you don't want to pull the concealer all the way over and let it settle into the wrinkles. Not that I have any, but you want to keep it right here. And the actual trick, this is a fun trick, is to make a V, because it will lighten your cheekbone when you smile, like J-Lo. So we're going to start up here, and then we're going to make a V. This is always fun without a mirror. And then I'm going to cover up some of these blemishes a little bit. I'd really like to get that one on my forehead, but I'm not gonna, because it's on the other side of my face. Okay, so what I'm gonna ask my model to do is to take her ring finger and gently blot all of this in. Had a little bit too much, so all right. I'm going to check the mirror here, because that's a better indicator. Better indicator of what's going on here. Okay. So I'm going to blend it in. I'm going to let her blend. I'll pull it over onto the eyelid too, if she has discolored eyelids, or as a nice base for our eyeshadow. And then the other spots here, I'm just going to use my sponge that we had before and help to blend that in. Now, concealer always goes on the top of the foundation. I don't know if you knew that or not, but you want that whitest, brightest, the last look to be on last. Okay. I feel like I got a little bit of red here, so I'm going to blend this again. Okay. All right, so hopefully you can see a difference. Now look at my eyes. Can you tell a difference? One is whiter and brighter. I hope you can, because this really, really does make a difference and makes somebody's eyes look brighter. Everyone wants to look brighter. All right, so up next then is our powder. And so I talk a little bit about our dual action powders. They're wonderful, and they are multi-use. You can use it as a powder with a brush over your foundation. You can use it with a brush as a light foundation. You can use it with a sponge as a little heavier coverage. And if you want the heaviest coverage, but still not as heavy as the liquid, you can get the sponge wet and apply it that way. So there's multi-uses. But I always tell every woman, you know what? You can carry this little compact in your purse for touch-ups throughout the day. So that really gets people. And so how I help match up people is we do have a comparison chart in our learning center in the library. Under the product knowledge, there is a comparison chart. So if somebody uses foundation number 2, then what color would they wear? So I'm just going to give you a little tip on what I usually match up. So if somebody wears a number 1 foundation, I'm going to typically match them to a 40 or a 41 or possibly a 28 dual action. For somebody that is a 2, I'm going to definitely go 28, 31. Somebody that's a 3, we're going to go with a 31 or a 32. And then 4 and 5, you're just going to have to play with it because, you know, it depends on how dark they are. A 34, 35 starts getting pretty dark. But that's how I usually match it up. So now I know personally that I am, in the summer, I am a 31 with my number 2. In the winter, I am a 1 with the 40. You tracking with me? Okay, so I'm just looking here in my makeup glamour kit at which one. All right. So what you're going to notice when I apply this dual action is going to give me a little extra coverage. I'm going to use a brush, the retractable brush, and then I always wash them out after each show so they're really fresh and clean. You could use a sponge or a wedge at this point too if you wanted. But what this is going to do is it's going to give the skin a smoother finish, a little light coverage. It's also going to help control oil and give that nice soft matte finish. There. So can you see a difference now? You know, this side of the face is a little shiny, this side's getting matte and fresher looking. And you know what? You should start to be able to see my features better with this side because it's evening out that base or that palette so that we can have fun with everything else. Okay. Next up is blush. Now, what I always do at a show is I show somebody our blush palette, you know, in our kit. And, you know, we have the cools, warms, and neutrals. And typically, if somebody wears makeup, they know already. They know if they're more of a peach tone or a reddish tone or a pink tone. They kind of know already what color they're going to be. But as for fun, and if, you know, and you always want to try it out. So instead of putting it on their face, I like to try it on the back of their hand because every single person's chemistry is a little different. We could all try on Tea Rose and it's going to look different on every single person. So we have to start somewhere. So usually I'll pick 3 colors and we'll kind of go from there. So I'll have them pick out that first color. So on this palette, which color do you like the best? So I'm going to show you here in my hand. So say I liked Peach Puff. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me see. Okay. Now, if you were here in real life and you can see this, it's very orange. So I am knowing already, and so is my model, orange is not the key. We're not going for orange. So then we'll look at the palette again and we'll look for something maybe more in the neutral tones. So Tea Rose is a classic color. Tea Rose and Naked Rose are good on a lot of people. So let me just show you. And for those of you that don't know, St. Tropez is kind of our bronzer too. So you can use it as a blush or a bronzer. Now there's the Tea Rose. That's a good color for me. But I'm going to show you St. Tropez too because I use that one a lot in the summer too. It's kind of fun. Okay, so here is St. Tropez. So there's St. Tropez, Tea Rose, Peach Puff. Which one would you pick for me? Tea Rose? Good job. So that's what we're going to pick. And what I'm going to share with them is, and I like to use just a blush brush. What I'm going to share with them is how to apply blush. So we apply blush by simply placing 2 fingers here, and then we start the blush from there, and we bring it up into a C. Now, a lot of people tend to go like this with their brush, and what that's doing is pulling your cheekbones down. We want to raise our cheekbones up. So it's very exciting to teach people how to apply blush. They get really excited. And of course, the older they are, the further back you start. You don't want to be a Raggedy Ann doll. So you can see where we're starting. I'm not that old. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to bring it up into a C, and it's going to lift my cheekbone. Now, let me see if I have enough on. Oh yeah, I have some. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but can you see how it's lifted my cheekbone? Defined it? Yeah, it's good. It's a really good thing. It's fun to put blush on right. I'm going to do a little bit more because I'm not sure how it's showing up for you guys. Okay. Next up is time for the eyes. This is when I will give her the choice of applying eyeliner or not. If she wants to, then what I do is I show the palette of eyeshadows, and I explain that all of the shadows can be used wet with a eyeliner brush and can be applied very easily as an eyeliner. So they get real excited about that. You can also wet the eyeshadows so that they can be more vibrant. So it's kind of fun to share that with them. I always tell people the function of an eyeliner is to connect your lashes and accentuate your eyes. So typically what I like to do is I line the top, and then I just go in here to the middle of the pupil, and that will help open up the eyes. If you bring it all the way around, which is fine if that's the look you're going for, but it will close in your eyes. Now, for the darker the color we use, like if we use black around our eyes, it's dramatic, so maybe that's the look. But it also is confining. It closes things. So I love to use a colored eyeliner of some sort to open up and help brighten the eyes. Now, what I like to do is, and I guess I didn't share these with you, but these are Q-tips from Ulta. And you can see that one end is pointed and one end is flat, which is super exciting. It makes applying makeup real easy. And so what I will do is I will, if I have an eyeliner pencil, I will sharpen it and use the eyeliner pencil. I will use the these wipes to keep everything clean. I'll sharpen and then clean it. Right now I'm going to show you how to apply our eyeshadow as eyeliner using a wet Q-tip. Now in the ideal world at home, you're going to want to use a brush. But around people's eyes, I like to use a Q-tip. Okay, so I'm going to have to pull out the mirror for this one. Well, not that good. Okay, so just bear with me here. So what I'm going to do is I have some on the Q-tip here, the wet Q-tip. And I'm going to just gently go along the lash line. And I always like to explain to people, you don't have to draw a Sharpie marker line. Maybe just feather it. You don't need to have a real crazy thick line unless you want to. Okay. So you can see the difference. It has lined the top of my lid and connected the eyelashes. So when I put on these cashmere lashes, it's going to be fantastic. Now, I'm going to skip the underneath right now because I love that look right now with just the long lashes on the top. All right. So we're going to start applying some eyeshadow. And the rule here, the rule of thumb is you never wear the same color eyeshadow as your eyes. So if you have green eyes, don't wear green. If you have blue, don't wear blue. And if you have brown, don't wear brown. Do you know why? Because it muddies and tones down the eye color instead of bringing out that vibrancy and highlighting and contrasting. So today what I'm going to use is I'm going to use pink champagne. I'm going out tonight. I like a little shimmer and I want that base color. Now other nice base colors are Bisque, Cream Glow, Flax, Shy Violet. What else is out there? I'm trying to think as I apply here. So what I like to do is create a nice base for my eyes that's going to kind of look skin tone almost. but it's going to be soft. And so as I'm applying it, I'm blending it nice. And what I'll do is I'll have the model open up her eyes, and boy, it just makes the eye color pop, doesn't it? It's just such a difference. It's so pretty. So the next color is going to be a darker color, and it's going to go kind of like in a V right here in the eyes. It's going to go in that crease and then across here and kind of tie everything in. Now I'm looking for a natural look because I really want my lashes to stick out today. So I'm going to put on Mocha as my dark color in the V. I call it the V. So we're going to go down the lash line a little bit and then up into this area. And then you're going to blend. Okay, I have to look in the mirror. Hold on. Okay. Can you see the difference? I feel like I need to go darker on this camera, but I'm not sure if I really do. I'd probably stop there, but I'm going to go a little darker for you. Now, if you need to blend that base color, go ahead. And there you can see. It's accentuating, bringing depth to the eyes when you go into that little V section. Okay, now the next thing that's super important is a highlighter. My favorite highlighter is Lily or Lingerie. And what we want to do is, a lot of people are used to doing a highlighter here, but we're going to take the highlighter in the valley here and go all the way up and around so that it will lift the brow. Watch what happens. Very excited. I'm taking Lily. So I'm going to take the mirror. Hold on. We're going to go up here, and then we're going to bring it all the way down into the valley, and then blend. And you know what? A rule of thumb is you kind of can't use too much highlighter. I mean, you can, but it's really a fun product. All right, so when you look at me, the eye is going to be more emphasized, and my eyebrow even might look a little higher. Okay, so a couple things left. Our eyebrows, our eyelashes, and lips, and we are done. So an eyebrow is huge. It's like the picture frame around your pictures in your home. You've got to have it. And here's how you measure. Where's my pencil? There it is. Here's how you measure how an eyebrow or where it should go. So you take the pencil and line it up. So that's where it should start, right in there. And then you go like this, and that's where it should end. Now you can see my eyebrows are very sparse right here, which a lot of people's are. So you want to fill it in a little bit. Now ash is a really good color for a lot of people. And again, you can take a stiff brush. I have a stiff brush that I love to use. But in our angle brush is one of them too that you could use. Just wash it out really good. And then you want to always start up here. So you're going to start here, work your way over, and then fill this in. Otherwise, you get a big old blob right there. Now again, I got to use the mirror. Hold on. I'm bringing it all the way down, and then I'm going to bring it back. See the difference? That is crazy stuff. It really frames my eyes. Okay, now it's time for the lashes. I get really excited about our colored mascara because the Royal Grape is stunning on brown and green eyes. I mean, it makes your eyes just pop. And did you know when you use a colored mascara, it makes the whites of your eyes a little brighter too? Because as we age, they get darker and darker and yellower. So it's important to brighten them up. Now, of course, you can use black or the espresso. That's fine too. But my go-to is the navy blue. Always, 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 always. So today we're going to use a wonderful mascara. It's paraben-free, fabulous, non-irritating. It's rich, loaded with aloe. So it's wonderful for your eyes. Now here's a tip on how to apply mascara. You always want to go this way kind of with the goop on the end and get it across your lashes, and then pull it up, pull it up. So you smooth it out. Now when using the cashmere lashes, you're going to always apply your normal mascara, and then you put the cashmere on. Love the cashmere. I have so many customers that say, you know what, I can't use mascara. My eyes get too irritated. And I always say, try ours. Try it. Now, of course, this is my own personal mascara, but you're going to want to use our disposable mascara wands to put on, because you never, ever want to share eye makeup. Okay. So that is the navy blue. And even just looking, even if I stopped right now, that's a nice look. But I want to show you the cashmere lashes because they're so beautiful. Cashmere lashes make people feel so pretty. I see my cat in the background. That was not planned. That's okay. So cashmere lashes are, this is mine, so it's all full of stuff. But this is just amazing. It has corn silk and cashmere fibers to lengthen and thicken your lashes. Comes in a gorgeous, gorgeous velvety case. You can see that with instructions. And there's two different tubes. So this tube here, the shorter one, has the fibers, and this one here has the gel that the fibers are going to stick to. Work one eye at a time, never do both. So I always unscrew the lids and have them ready to go. And what you do is you apply all over your lashes the gel. Get it on there good so that the fibers have something to stick to. Okay. Then what you're going to do is immediately take the fibers, and you're only applying them to, can you see this? You're only applying them to the very tips. So you want to keep your eye closed so you don't get the fibers in, and just apply them to the tips. Very exciting. Then what you're going to do is apply the gel over your lashes again, and watch how long and pretty. You can do this as many times as you want. You can keep thickening and getting them thicker and thicker. You take a mess or an eyebrow or an eyelash brush and smooth it out. But wow, now look at those eyes. Can you see the difference? That is crazy stuff, and it's so pretty. It makes me feel just beautiful. Love it. So cashmere lashes are amazing with L'BRI. Love them. They don't irritate. They feel wonderful. Now the last thing we're going to do is our lips. That's kind of the icing on the cake. So what I always do is I tell people we're not going to line the whole lip because you don't want to look like the Joker. We're going to feather a line here to here and then here to here. Okay? I'm going to do the whole lip because it's kind of hard to do half a lip. Okay, so that way we're not pulling it way into the corners there. Okay, so this lip liner is lovely. Our lip liners are amazing. So you would sharpen them, you would use a little alcohol swab pad and just keep them real clean before you apply it. So I'm going to show everybody. Let's see, what did I do with my lipstick? So again, when you're color matching lipstick, you want to try it on the back of the other hand because every single color is going to take on a different look depending on the person's skin type and the chemistry and the makeup of it. One color I will tell you that works really well, and I'm looking at my lipsticks now. I love Curvy. I just love, or I mean Curry. It's called Curry. I love that one. It's kind of a nice little coral color, but it's rich. It's not too dark. Here it is. But one color that looks wonderful on most people is Raspberry Malt. That is an absolute must to have. It's good to have Bedazzle as well. Curry is good. You could do the Autumn Red. It's a beautiful red. So what I do is I put it on the Q-tip here, and I have her apply it. You know, then we're just not going to mess it up. Because now that we got this far, we don't want to start over, right? So I'll have her apply it. And our lipsticks, oh, you guys, they are just lovely. They stay on. They stay on wonderfully. They don't dry out your lips. Even if you kind of have dry lips, you put the lipstick or the lip gloss on, and man, you have hydrated, beautiful lips. So there is curry on my lips to match my pink champagne lids and my cashmere lashes. Very, very exciting. So after I'm done putting the makeup on half a face, I have the model walk around and look at everybody and just have them compliment her. And I say, what do you notice? What do you see? What do you love? And they'll quote all those things that I already told them about. Oh, you know, her eyebrow is higher and her lashes are so long and her eyes are so blue and, you know, la 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 la. And it's so exciting to hear them kind of recap what you had told them, because they learned some things. And then I will ask them, she'll sit down, I'll give her a little gift, and I'll say, you know, thank you so much for doing this, because we all learned something today, right? You guys all learned how to apply makeup? Yes, yes, yes. So they find value in having that show with you. Now, for those of you that haven't been to a skincare show, that's what I want you to do next. So somebody here has got to book a skincare show so we can work on that main canvas so we can apply makeup on a healthy canvas. So, you know, just really get that out there and share with them how excited you are and how lovely the model looks, because she just wants to feel dynamite. Now, if she wants to even out her face, then you go help the other people and she can even it out with the tips that you taught her. So she can do that. She has all the colors written down because somebody did that for you. And so that's an important piece. So I hope you enjoyed this today and learned some tips yourself. And I'd love to see you take a picture and send it to me of your before and after. All right, so thank you. Bye-bye.